Hello everyone and welcome to the OEG Ambassador webinar. My name is Samantha Ogon and I am your Ambassador Liaison for the Oracle Applications Users Group. I'd like to welcome everyone to today's Ambassador webinar, and we are recording today's presentation, so everyone is currently on mute. If you have any questions, please type those into the questions panel and I'll be happy to answer those once the presentation has concluded. In today's webinar, I will give you an update on the benefits and events that you and your colleagues can take advantage of with your organization's OAUG membership. This will include how to work your network with the OAUG and an overview of the upcoming educational opportunities in April and May. At the end of the webinar, I will also review your duties as an ambassador, show you how to update your contacts, and give you a quick tour of places on the website mentioned in this webinar. As with all of the Ambassador webinars, we like to reiterate that what you receive with the OAUG membership and encourage you to remind your colleagues as well. The OAUG is here to make your work life easier. We do this by helping you find answers, network with real users and experts, and help you influence Oracle. I'm going to expand more on each of the next slides and ways you can take advantage of each area in the next couple of months. The first way you can get the most out of your membership is with the different educational opportunities. OAUG members can save time and money by applying tips, successes, and lessons learned from other members and experts. Some of the ways you can do this in the coming months are with e-learning. E-learning sessions are the free educational webinars that are just for member organizations. Not only do we have live sessions, but we do have the past sessions recorded and available on the website 24/7. This is a members only benefit, so you do need to log into the website to access the recorded sessions or sign up for a webinar. The vendor awareness sessions are another way to receive education online through the OAUG. This month, On Base by Highland is hosting a webinar entitled Top 5 Ways to Drive Efficiency Gains in Your Oracle ERP. This webinar is happening on Thursday, April 21st, so there is still time to register. If this is an interest to you and your colleagues, register online at oaug.org/partners/VAS. And if you would like to host your own vendor awareness session, you can still visit the same link on the website and email us with your request. Don't forget about the OAUG Insight Magazine. It is one of our highest rated member benefits and an excellent place to read and learn from articles written by experts. We mail 10 hard copies to 10 people in every member organization. As the ambassador for your organization, you can see who these 10 people are and also designate who receives the magazine. There is also access to each magazine online for everyone who is a member. So make sure your organization is making the most of this benefit. And this month's magazine, as you can see with the race car image, was just sent out in the mail, so you'll either receive it in a couple more days, and it's also uploaded on the website. Collaborate kicks off this weekend, and if you are still deciding on attending, there is still time to register. The advanced registration rate is still available until this Thursday, April 7th. At this year's Collaborate, there are 1,200 plus educational sessions that you can tailor to your needs and plenty of networking events to build your connections. You can visit collaborate.oaug.org to register. And if you have already decided that you are going to attend, make sure to download the app so that you can make your own agenda. We will not be printing out agendas to hand out this year, so don't forget to download that app so that you know your different educational and networking sessions and where they are. Also, don't forget to come visit the membership staff, including myself, and the Customer Support Council in booth number 1429. We will have some fun activities, including drones and some great prizes. And if you can't attend Collaborate this year, that doesn't mean that you can't gain access to the educational opportunities. There's still time to register for the Collaborate 16 forum online and receive high-quality, robust education that is presented live from Las Vegas. The member rate is $295, and with a group you can still get even more of a discount. So you can visit collaborate.oaug.org online to see what sessions are available and to register for that. Networking is also a wonderful benefit of your membership. You're able to network with real users and experts with your membership. OAUG members share ideas and best practices to make the most of their Oracle applications. Not only do you make connections, but networking events through the OAUG usually contain educational components, which gives you access to real users, experts, and the answers you seek all at once. One way you can learn from others and share experiences is by participating in a GeoSig. What are GeoSigs? Geo members reside in defined geographic regions and meet to facilitate networking among local and regional app users. And SIGs are special interest groups. Their members share a common interest concerning specific Oracle application products or a specific industry. SIG members are geographically dispersed and therefore typically only meet face-to-face occasionally. You can also network with OAUG members through LinkedIn and Twitter. We have an OAUG LinkedIn group as well as a group specifically for ambassadors. If you have any questions or would like to post a job, be sure to join the LinkedIn groups. On the slide, you can see the 4 different events occurring in April and May, and an upcoming event happening this August with the different GeoSig groups. If you're attending Collaborate this year, be sure to take a look at the schedule for the GeoSig meetings that interest you. It is a great time to see what the different GeoSigs have and meet everyone in person. And if you're interested in getting involved with a GeoSig or maybe even starting your own, check out the announcements and news section under user communities on the OAUG website. As you can see, there are webinars in person and meetings happening in the next couple of months, so don't miss out. And if you or your colleagues are a young professional or new to the industry, the Young Professionals Forum can help you start on the right foot. If you're attending Collaborate this year, don't miss out on the 4 opportunities to meet up in person at the conference. Young professionals at Collaborate will learn networking tips and be able to seek career advice from experienced professionals, fly drones, and network with each other during Collaborate 16. And also mark your calendar for the next webinar on June 15th, which will feature networking. You can visit the OAUG Young Professionals page on the website to see the entire schedule for Collaborate, as well as RSVP for the June webinar. We also invite you to share your stories and advice for others involved in the OAUG community. On the screen is an example of the new member stories page. Take a look at the page to read stories from different members and how they take advantage of their membership. If you do have your own story about how OAUG helped you do your job better, share it. If you look on the page, there's an option to share yours today. And if you click that link, you'll be taken to a form to share your own story. If you aren't a writer, you don't have to worry either. You can also have the option to email us different information or bullet points, and we'll help you write it. And if you submit your story by June 30th of this year, you'll be entered into a drawing to win a $100 Amazon gift card. As a member, you also influence Oracle because Oracle listens to the collective voice of the OAUG. Another great value of your membership is the OAUG Customer Support Council. The OAUG Customer Support Council serves as an advocate for the greater Oracle users community, influencing Oracle product and policy decisions. The Customer Support Council leaders will be at the OAUG membership booth, which is number 1429 during Collaborate. Not only can you meet them, but there are chances to meet with the Oracle Support Organization at Collaborate as well. You can view a summary of how you can meet them in the recent Support in Focus. Do you have a question about Oracle support related concerns? And if you do, you can contact support@oaug.org. Members can also keep up with the Customer Support Council through the quarterly Support in Focus newsletter. What is the Support in Focus newsletter? It is a quarterly publication focused on the Customer Support Council and how the OAUG helps influence Oracle. The recent quarterly edition of Support in Focus just came out recently, and I can show you later where you can find this publication on the website. Before I move on to the ambassador roles and responsibilities, I did want to just show you a brief overview of the events I covered in the previous slides. And in addition to the schedule, I just want to make sure for you to keep a lookout for the next edition of e-news, which will be delivered to your email inbox later today. And if you didn't receive it later today, just make sure on your profile that you didn't hit unsubscribe to that publication. Next, I will give you an outline of your roles and responsibilities as ambassador and show you how to navigate some places on the website. First, we at OAUG want to say thank you for serving as the OAUG ambassador for your organization. Please remember, as the ambassador, we look to you to serve as the primary point of contact for the organization's membership, and also to help your coworkers maximize the value of your organization's membership. OAUG ambassadors fulfill a few obligations throughout the year in order to maximize the value of your OAUG membership for themselves and their colleagues. So as an OAUG ambassador, we ask you to attend 2 ambassador webinars annually. So if you're currently on the call, you're at least halfway there. Email your coworkers about the benefits of your OAUG membership. And I will be sending you a benefit email tomorrow. Well, actually on Thursday, and every month we'll be sending one to help you provide that information to your colleagues. We also ask you to know when your membership needs to be renewed, and in the fall to vote on behalf of your company in the OAUG Board of Director elections. We also ask that our ambassadors help us maintain accurate records. We ask that you pay special attention to email addresses, mailing addresses, and which of your colleagues are receiving the OAUG Insight magazine. And I will show you in a few moments how you can look at your records and make edits to them. And please make sure to track your involvement in the ambassador program through the ambassador participation form. The form can be completed at the end of every year or after every time a task is completed. Every ambassador who completes all the tasks by the end of the year is eligible to win a free OAUG conference registration. Also, for each ambassador webinar you attend, you are entered into a drawing to win a $50 Amazon gift card. And I will send an email to those who win this after this webinar later today or tomorrow morning. And you don't want to miss out on the opportunities to win, so make sure to fill out that form. Now I'm going to show you a couple areas on the website. And I did receive a question, so I'll just let everyone know. Someone is wondering, how do they determine how all the members of their company are registered for the Collaborate conference? You can email registration at oaug.org, and they should be able to help you figure out who from your company is registered. All right, now to the website. So a couple things that I wanted to show you on the website. The first is the ambassador page. To get to the ambassador page, you go to membership and then ambassador program. On here, you'll find the different resources. One of them is the ambassador overview, which is a PDF of the latest ambassador webinar. The benefits reminder email, this will be updated on Thursday, but this is a copy of the email that we send out to ambassadors every month. And then how to update contacts, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. If you scroll down the page, you will notice the different duties that I touched on the webinar, as well as the last ambassador webinar, a recording of it, and then an area to register for all the next ambassador webinars as well. And then if you continue scrolling down, there is the OAUG Ambassador Participation Form. So if you click on that, this is where you can fill out this form. And then you can either wait till the end of the year and check all the tasks that you've completed, or you can check the different tasks as you complete them during the year. The other area I wanted to show you was the membership member stories. That is also underneath the membership tab on the OAUG website. And it's the second one down. It says, what our members say. So if you click on that, it'll bring you to the brand new page. And this is where you can read different member stories that have already been submitted. Or you can click this Share Yours Today, which is right underneath this header in the white area of the website. This is a login only part of the website since it's only available to members to win the prize for submitting your story. So you can log in. And then we just have a simple form once the website loads that you can fill out. And it already has uploaded some of your information. So you can either submit a whole story or just give us some bullet points, and we can help you make the story, or you can, up here by the header, there is a link to just email us your story, and we'll help you write it for the website. And then this is where if you enter by June 30th, you'll be entered into a drawing to win $100. One other place I wanted to show you was where you can register for those GeoSig events, as there are a lot these coming months. That's under User Communities and then Announcements and News. As you can see, they're all here, as well as a description of each one, and they all have a blue Register Now link, so you can register for any of those. Other educational opportunity happening this month was the Vendor Awareness Session. That's under Partners on the website, and it's the last link down, Vendor Awareness Sessions. It will also have a description and a link for you to register today. And if you did want to host your own vendor awareness session, you can find JC's contact information over here. The last thing I wanted to show you on the website before I show you how to update your contacts is the publications. That is the second last tab on the website. As you can see, you can read the latest OAUG Insight magazine here. There's also links to e-news, which will be updated today, and then the Support and Focus, which was members only. So if you click there, you can see what the Customer Support Council is doing and how you can meet up with them at Collaborate. The last thing I wanted to show you today in the webinar was how to update your contacts. In order to do that, you can either hit this blue My OAUG profile on the top of the page by the OAUG logo. This doesn't show up unless you log in, so make sure to log in. The other way to do it is over here. It'll say hi, and then it'll say your name. And if you click on that, it will bring you to the Update Your OAUG Profile. On this page, you will see a couple different areas. One is the My Organization account. That will show you the last time you paid, and you can also view your account history if you needed that. Down below your profile is the My Membership area, and that will show you when your membership for your organization expires and your status. And then in this first gray box is the My Profile. You'll see information for your account, and you can edit your own information, but underneath that is also Manage Organization Contacts. If you click on that link, it will bring you to all the different contacts for that are listed under your organization. So here you can come and you can edit any contact. So if I wanted to edit Alex's email address or description, I click the Edit button, and I can edit any of her information. If you scroll down past the address information, you come to Communication Preferences, and you can also help them if they want the Insight magazine. You can click the little check Spark box, and then they can subscribe to Insight. Or if they are and you would like to give that to somebody else, you can unclick it and then click it on that other person's profile. Then you just scroll down and hit Save Changes in order to save those changes. The other thing you can do with your contacts is if someone is no longer with your organization, you can disable their record. And that's just to the right of their first, last name, email address. And if you click that, it will have a prompt that pops up that says, "Are you sure?" basically. And you would hit OK if you are. Make sure to look at these, because anyone underneath this contact has access to your membership. So pay special attention to anyone who doesn't have your company email address, such as like Gmail accounts or Hotmail accounts, because if they do leave your company, they still will have access to your and also be careful, because you do have a lot of power as the ambassador for the different people's accounts. So just make sure you know what you're doing when you're changing their address or their email address or any of that information. All right, so that concludes our webinar today. If you do have any questions, please type them into the box right now, and I will give everyone a few moments to type them into the question box right now. I do have an email that says, does it matter if a member is registered twice with 2 different email addresses? I think you'll want to email registration@oaug.org, and I can send that link to you as well. Just to make sure, I don't want you to have overpaid for a conference membership. So email them, registration@oaug.org, and they should be able to just clear up to make sure that you haven't overpaid or anything like that, and that you have the right badge when you come to the conference. I also have a question. Does it matter if you have someone listed twice in your contact information on the website? And know that sometimes there will be 2 different contact informations, because the person might be the billing contact or a regular contact, and that is just fine. If a person is registered twice on the website with 2 different email addresses, you'll want to email us. So just email me at ambassador@oaug.org, and we'll combine the records. There is a place for them to have both email addresses in one record, but we want to make sure that they have everything they need, and so they're not missing out. All right. I don't think we have any other questions, but thank you for your time. Oh, there is one more. As an ambassador, can I reset the password for my staff? No, I don't believe you can, but you can email ambassador@oaug.org or membership@oaug.org, and we can help reset the password, especially if you're having conference-related questions or if they're just confused and would like to reset and log into the website that way. So just send us an email, and we're happy to help. All right. I think I've answered all the questions, and I want to thank you for your time. If I have missed your question, don't hesitate to email or call with the contact information that's showing on the screen, or go on the website, and the contact information is there on the ambassador page as well, and I'm happy to answer any of them. Have a great rest of your day.